Howdy folks, welcome back to My World of Tanks Replays with our mighty Jingles. Today it's the Type 62 Chinese Premium Tier 6 light tank. And this is one of my earlier games in it. Ooh, horrible frame rate, what's going on there? Wait for things to settle down, there we go, that's a bit better. Yes, one of my earliest games in the Type 62, back when I was still trying to use it as a sort of light attack tank, which, you know, it can do, but you need the right matchmaker for it. And this is a Tier 7 game, it's Assault on Malinovka, we're the attacking team, and these are the ideal circumstances to use the Type 62 as an attacking light tank, kind of like the AMX 1375 or AMX 1390. Tier 7 is the lowest tier of matchmaking you're ever going to get into in this tank. Generally speaking, you're looking at Tier 8 or 9 matches. Sometimes you get Tier 7s, sometimes you get Tier 10s. When you do get a Tier 7 game, you can definitely be much more aggressive with this thing. As you can see, we're tiered halfway up the matchmaking tree, which, you know, there you go, there's your invitation to start doing some damage. But I'm not going to completely neglect my scouting responsibilities in this game. Although events are going to be taken out of my hands by the AMX 12T and ELC AMX who go rushing off ahead of me. With a lot less caution than I would have used, but you know, it works out for them. If it's stupid but it works, it ain't stupid. So I'm doing my usual bush to bush thing. And I don't have the binocular telescopes fitted in this game. This was before I decided to try using the Type 62 as a dedicated passive scout, which works really well. So in this game I've got the medium caliber tank gunner ammo fitted, and bam, there we go, KV1. Okay. And we're doing about the same amount of damage to each other. The difference is I fire faster than he does. And I'm a smaller target. Now, what we've got here, look at that, Panther, T-3485, PK-360-1H. These guys are doing the right thing. Perhaps not the Panther. I mean, depending on what gun the Panther's got, I would have probably stayed on the hill to snipe, because with the L100 gun, that's pretty much all the Panther's good for. And credit to the KV1 driver, at least he recognised the fact that his tank is not a sniping machine and he needed to get down off the hill. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for him, not with the guys that we've got coming up through the woods here. And our other two light tanks have been doing fantastic scouting work and basically lit up the entire enemy team in the woods, and we just wiped them out. So, commanding position. Now, what sort of tanks do you think they've got on the hill? Because, you know, defending the hill doesn't mean camping the hill. If you've got guns with .46 accuracy, 3.9 second aiming time, and a 15-second reload, you probably don't want to be sitting on the hilltop, especially if your tanks all have lousy view range. So, what do you reckon? KV3s, KV1Ss, do you reckon they're all KV1s? Do you think they're all camping the hill? You wouldn't be surprised to find they are, would you? Okay, I need to be slightly more cautious now because I'm only down to 211 health. And here we go. We're starting to light them up on the hill. And as soon as we kill that 3001P, the rest of the guys on the hill don't really have the view range to effectively engage everybody in the woods. They can shoot at the guys right up front. And here we go. Now their T-50 is at least giving it a try. If you can see him on the map there, he's attempting to spot so that the guys on the hill have something to shoot at. He does at least know what he's doing. I haven't actually spotted him at this point. I should be going after him. But any second now I'm going to realise we're being spotted by that T-50. Jagdpanther's complaining he has to scout for himself again. Well, you know, terribly sorry, old chap, but I can only be in one half of the map at a time. I'll move up, and here we go. KV-1S, yeah. That deadly accurate 122mm gun that he doesn't have. Look at them all the Russian heavies, with the exception of that one brave KV-1 driver. All of the Russian heavies are in exactly the wrong place to be on this map when you're defending. And now I finally noticed the T-50. Now watch this. Actually, I'm just going to pause it here. Now, here's the thing. As long as that T-50's alive, those guys on the hill can spot targets that the T-50 is spotting. And they're going to miss them because their guns are crap, but they can at least see what's going on. Now, I don't know if you ever watched any westerns when you were a kid, but there's always the part where the Red Indians show themselves and the cowboys all go chasing off after them, except for one old wise cowboy, usually played by John Wayne, who says, "Hold on, boys, I've seen this before in the Apache Wars. It's an ambush." But nobody listens to him and they all ride off, and sure enough, it's an ambush. You know, if only more people had watched John Wayne movies, we might have a better class of player in World of Tanks, because watch this. Now, I only have 211 health, and that T-50's on 100%. Now, he is only a T-50, it's tier 4. But I really can't afford to be getting shot at, so there I go. He's seen me. I have been spotted. Now watch what's going on. Every single tank on the hill now stops what they were doing and starts trying to take pot shots at me. You know, instead of killing the threats that the T-50 was doing his level best to light up for them. God, seriously, guys, watch more westerns.
Enemy is hit.
I mean, you know, they spot an easy kill, and instead of shooting at the tanks that are killing them, everybody suddenly wants to be the one who had an extra number to their name. But coming from a bunch of KV-3s, KV-1Ss and KVs who sat on the top of the hill at Malinovka and expected to win, that doesn't even begin to surprise me. Okay, KV-1S and artillery. So I'll move up to the cap circle. And at this point I'm thinking, well, if I head to the base of the hill, maybe he will be tempted to poke his nose over to try to kill me off and get the gun depression. But looking at the map, we're about to find out exactly where they are, so much for that idea. There they go, they're hiding up by the church. The windmill. And there goes the artillery, and then this ELC and IS, and that ELC played a good game. Those two are going to finish him off. Look at that, ELC AMX with 4 kills, and he was actually, that guy was actually in those woods, using that 90mm gun, just totally hidden from view, pot shotting these fellas on the hill, one by one, because he had the view range, they didn't. So 1300 experience, and that's undoubled, and 54,000 credits, and you know, that's about what you can expect to make in a tier 6 premium like this, like the Dicker Max, in a decent game. And we did all right. 25 shots fired, 20 hit the target. We actually took 4 hits. It's not often you take 4 hits in a Type 62 and survive, because the kind of tanks shooting back at you are normally a lot bigger than these fellas. But we did alright, we got Confederate out of it, so yeah, happy with that. And once again, our team proved that we knew how to win when you're attacking Malinovka, and the enemy team, well, you know, it's not fair to say the enemy team sucked. There were some good players on the enemy team who knew where to go and what they should be doing. but they were kind of dragged down by a lot of players on the enemy team who didn't have clue number one. And of course, I'm always happy to take advantage of that. So that was the Type 62, playing in a very generous matchmaker Tier 7 game, playing as a light attack tank on Malinov Korean Assault mode. Hope you enjoyed the replay, and I'll catch you next time.